Hello everyone, I am back with another video for you today. Conquest mode is finally out for Marvel Snap. This is a brand new game mode where you're able to play what are essentially little mini tournament type series of games. You know, you battle out a series of games against one opponent and gain a lot of different rewards for winning and being undefeated if you're able to do that. Now, I must say that this video has been sponsored by Marvel Snap. I'm going to be taking a deep dive on the new game mode and, you know, giving you all the details on it and seeing how far I can progress through the proving grounds and, you know, beyond. So how this works is we're going to need to win at first one series of games against an opponent. If we're able to do that by, you know, winning in the proving grounds, we're able to unlock a silver ticket, which we can then use to access the next tier up, if you will, and so on and so on. So with the silver conquest here, we're going to need 2 wins without losing in order to get the gold ticket, 3 wins to get the infinity ticket, which will then open up the infinity conquest in a couple of weeks here, where you'll be able to earn the exclusive infinity avatar, which obviously allows you to show off your skill to all the other players in Marvel Snap. You're also going to get medals, which can be used in the shop here to unlock a variety of different things. You know, we've got mystery variant here, we've got credits, gold, so a little boost for your collection if you're able to, you know, do well in the Conquest format. We can also get an exclusive variant this time around. It's Green Goblin, but this is going to rotate, you know, every season or so. Yeah, this is a variant, so I suppose if you don't have the card, you also unlock the card, so that's a nice little bonus as well. So if you'd like to also play some Conquest mode, as I'm about to, then you can download Marvel Snap using the link in the description, and yeah, you can get hands-on with this new game mode yourself, prove your skills, you know, in the proving grounds and beyond. So to access Conquest mode, all you have to do is go down here in the bottom right, where Friendly Battle can also be found. I was talking to someone the other day and they didn't know that Friendly Battle was a thing. So if you have friends who play Marvel Snap, then check this mode out. It's quite a fun way to play with friends. But yeah, we've got the Conquest mode. It's with the same format as Friendly Battle. You just click here and then you're good to go. So with that being said, let's jump into some Conquest and see how this format goes. I have a particularly decent, hopefully, deck for this format that I'm going to be using today. Feel free to use it yourself if you want to, you know, find some success here. I've got a lot of tech cards. I've got things like Killmonger and Shang-Chi and stuff like that. So hopefully we're going to be, you know, catching the opponent off guard and winning some cubes and some tickets, some medals in, you know, any case. So here we go. What do we got? Silver ticket is the reward. And here... and medals, of course, as well. 15 medals. So yeah, let's just jump right in. And this is the deck that I want to use. I will confirm it. I'm locking it in. We're searching for opponent. We've got Matty. So interestingly, you can choose to sort of skip through the Proving Grounds or the Silver Conquest or whatever if you pay gold. But you don't have to do that. You can just grind from the, you know, from the beginning. It sounds like we've even got some new music that I'm hearing as well. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, Yellowjacket's been hit by the Iceman. That's a little bit of a pain. I would have loved to play that in Muir Island to get a bit more value, but I'm going to go with the Medusa. At least Killmonger will seemingly be doing something here. Oh, I'm really digging the music. It's so nice to have a bit of a change after, you know, listening to the same tracks on repeat for quite some time. But anyhow, let's play the Killmonger now. I think a little bit hard to say exactly what they're playing. They have a Daredevil, perhaps, just because it's a good card in this particular type of game mode. I want to go with the Snap here, I think. You know, we've got surprise value a little bit on my side here. Ooh, they're actually going to go with Carnage, interestingly. To eat the Iceman before I can Killmonger it. Okay, well, we've got Iron Fist Vulture, which is a pretty solid play. I kind of am tempted to even put the Vulture in the Avengers compound here. I think I'm going to go for that. We know that a card will have to be played their next turn, and I've already got a lot of power in Muir Island, so I'm going to get some more strength in Avengers in case the opponent plays there. And we're going to try to take a win, hopefully in the middle and in the left location. Actually, a storm coming in. Okay. That is interesting. Man, the music. I'm vibing out. Okay. So they have a Daredevil, which means my Gamora might not be that amazing here. Even the Daredevil sound is a little bit changed. Goodness me. So it's like I'm in a a bit of a fever dream. So I could play this here. It's a little troubling. You know, I want a Doom. There's a chance they can contest the Moor Island, but I think it's going to be hard for them to overcome my 21 power plus, you know, Moor Island buffs. Okay, they're going to go in the Flood and in the Moor Island, actually. Debris going to be the play? It does lock me out of plays in the middle, but I'm not really too concerned. So Grand Central is pulling something here. And it's going to be my Doctor Doom, so we get that one out for free. And Orka is perfect for me to finish this game off. The Baron Mordo. I mean, okay. Whatever. We're going to get a retreat there. Very nice. Let's get into the next game. What can we do here? Going to be Savage Land. That's not too impactful. Limits the space a little bit. Looks like they have a Korg as well. Their deck's a bit random. I'm not really sure what to make of it. Is it meant to be some kind of disruptive thing, perhaps? You know, got some disruption, got some Scorpion, Iceman, all sorts of shenanigans. I imagine playing this mode in the Proving Grounds and so on, you're going to face, you know, opponents that correspond to that skill level, as it were. I guess I'll go Killmonger here, though. Just to at least kill the Korg, it seems not too bad. I've seen a lot of their deck. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I'd like to snap and sort of push them out or gain some cubes here. But yeah, I think it's worth noting the opponents will probably get more difficult as you know, play the higher stakes Conquest, you know, challenges. Okay, we've got a snap from the opponent. It's a little awkward for me, for sure. We haven't seen what their late game cards are. I don't really want to play the wave particularly, but I suppose it'll allow me to go for, well, it's just not great. Quite tempting to go for an Iron Fist here on its own. The question is, do we want to stay in this game, or is that risking a bit too much? You know, I'm not very far ahead. They do have a powerful play here, then it might be a bit sketchy. Debris does come down, okay. I think I want to Gamora into the middle location. My Yellowjacket, unfortunately, is a little mediocre. I could also do something like this. Playing the Gamora Crimson Cosmos. I think that's going to be my play. I'll move the Yellowjacket into the left, you know, into Hellfire Club. And then hopefully I can go with Doctor Doom finisher. They're going to play a Hobgoblin, so sort of securing the left location here. Which is a bit of a pain, but, well, we have to see here. Do you think we have enough to actually win this game? We've seen another card from the opponent. Doctor Doom might be good enough, but I could also see a universe where it's not. We could just go for the Orca and 50-50 it. I think I'll go for the Doctor Doom. It beats a fair amount of things. There's certainly a few things that it loses to, but let's just send it in. I've still got some cubes left over if we do end up losing this, but I think we'll be okay judging from what's in their deck. I mean, technically they could have had a finisher there, but I'm sort of noticing a little pattern here with the opponent in terms of maybe not having the strongest cards in the deck. Okay, so we've taken down the Proving Grounds pretty easily. Let's go to the next stage. Okay, let's get into the next one here. No early game plays at the moment. It looks like we'll be up against Kitty Pryde, okay. So we have the wave in the deck, which, okay, we just drew it. That's pretty helpful for me. I've also got Killmonger, which maybe I can use to snipe Kitty Pryde at some point as well. Since it goes back to their hand on their turn, you know, at the start of their turn. It's definitely going to be an option. So I think we've already got quite a good matchup here. They're going to Scarlet Witch away the Middle location, okay. I wonder if I want to just go Killmonger now, honestly. I'll probably go with the snap. Killmonger, try to clean up any units they play here. It's a bit tricky because the Bifrost is going to move everything across to the right. It's good for my Vulture, but it might mean that we actually want to play stuff in Washington. Yeah, I think it does. So that we can then more easily fill the raft. And hopefully we can kill the 1-drops at this point such that they won't be able to fill the raft on the next turn. And I'll be able to take it down shortly, hopefully. So I'll go the Iron Fist here, the Vulture here, that'll move everything into Washington, and then Washington will move across to the raft. And I'll be able to get that going for me. We've managed to snipe Kitty Pryde, which means they've wasted some of their mana, and now they're playing more stuff in the raft, but it's going to move away. Going to have a huge Vulture, and I'm going to be able to take the raft value here, so that's really good for me. We should already be in a pretty decisively winning position here. Now, I'm probably actually not going to play Wave, because I'm going to have that 0-cost, you know, big guy that I want to play at the end, whereas the opponent probably won't have that. So instead, I'll go with the Daredevil here. Normally, the Wave would be crippling for the opponent, but I think having the extra free unit to play is worth the, you know, worth doing it this way. And probably just going to play a Gamora, I think. Keep things fairly straightforward. A play like this should be winning, a play like this should be winning. I think it will be really hard for them to win middle, even with something like a Shang-Chi. Actually going with a snap here? Wow, that's insane to me. I need to think a little bit about how they're going to output enough strength. Maybe a Shang in the middle, so I should go for some splitting of my strength, maybe like this. I think I should be winning if I do a strength split of this kind. Perhaps that's what they wanted me to do, and they're just, you know, bluffing it, I guess. Okay, we do have our 12 power in the right, so we're gonna take the win here. A little close for comfort though, perhaps. Might have just been preferable to put everything in one location. There was definitely an opportunity for the opponent to win that one, but definitely felt favored with that 23 power in the middle and a raft thing in the final round here. That was a little, little scary. 8 cubes, that one, but ultimately we ended up being okay. Perhaps a misplay from the opponent, the way they distributed their strength there. And perhaps on my part, I did underestimate the sheer power potential of a, you know, Bast Hitmonkey combo. But okay, let's get the next game here. I can go for Medusa mid, that's quite cool. In the Dark Dimension here, they won't be able to see what's coming. I'd probably just go with a snap, honestly, to kind of freak the opponent out a little bit. I think playing Killmonger in the Dark Dimension is also a really nice option for me, because I can kill everything at the end of the game regardless, really, of how things shake out, provided that I'm the one playing second. Then we should all be good in the hood. Okie dokie. We've got Scarlet Witch. I think I want to play Daredevil Iron Fist. Just go for a value approach here. I probably will play... It's a bit tricky, honestly. Because I don't really want to move my Daredevil into a different location. But I do want to play the Iron Fist. And I'm not sure I want to move the Gamora into a different location necessarily. But you know what? Maybe it'll be fine. I can potentially go for an Orka left to take that location. I'll be able to see their next play. If we draw a wave, that's also an option. Oh, maybe I should have played the Iron Fist middle, actually, now that I think about it. That was a bit silly, right? The Killmonger's going to come in and kill that, so... Ready, babes. Bad player. Bad player. They've got Sarah. I think I'm going to have to go with the Gamora. I could go with Vulture, but this is just more power, right? So I will go for that. And they should have priority here, which is good. That's going to mean that my Killmonger will kill any 1-drops on the board. Any 1-power units. I think Orka's just the play, honestly. It's going to be a really chunky unit, and we've got Monster Metropolis there as well. It should be enough to win, even though my Iron Fist is dying. Kind of counterintuitively. That was a bit of a mistake. I could have had an extra 2-power middle. I don't think 2-power middle will matter, so... And it might have messed up something in terms of the movement. It was nice being able to move the Gamora, so... In reality, I think... might be completely okay in the end here. Let's see where the Hitmonkey's going. It is going left. That's a lot of power. I don't think it's quite enough, though. Depending on where the Mysterio has gone. Bounce very strong deck, of course, but we have some counters in the form of, you know, the wave and whatnot. Oh, wow, the Orca's actually enough to tie and, in fact, loses to the Bishop there. Okay, I thought I had the win in the bag, but apparently my Killmonger does nothing. And the Hitmonkeys are very strong, so I think we're going to need to find the wave here to actually get the, you know, the killing blow on this opponent here, by the looks of things. Still haven't played that, so they don't even know it's coming. They're really getting a lot of Hitmonkey value in these games. That's the card that's sort of carrying them to victory. If they hadn't drawn that, then we would be fine. I will go with the snap here. This time we actually got waves, so the snap makes more sense, I think. And they're probably not really respecting my snaps at this point, because I am snapping in some... Well, maybe last game was slightly questionable. Quite possible. Okay, Nidavellia again. I'll Medusa in that location. Doesn't mean I can't snipe a Kitty Pryde anymore, but I'm not really too worried about that when I have wave as an option. Daredevil now seems good. Try to fill up the Nidavellia a bit. And what do they go for here? Just going to be a bishop. Okay, nothing too crazy. On reveal effects don't happen. Well, we definitely want to... Well, we can always play Yellowjacket next turn, I suppose. I think just throwing a Killmonger mid seems good. While it doesn't do much for me, I'm going to rely on the wave anyway next turn to really shut the opponent down. Kitty Pryde coming out. Okay, we don't really mind that. Rogue doesn't do anything. Okay. An interesting one to see in bounce. Bit of a tech card, really. And we've even got Daredevil to show us the path to victory here. I actually kind of messed up with the Killmonger mid. I'm just realizing now I have to play my wave here. And unfortunately I can't, you know, move stuff around. I think I'll put Yellowjacket over here. We may end up going Doctor Doom. We may end up not doing that. But yeah, I should have probably played Killmonger to the left instead of middle because of the Doctor Doom. I just didn't think, you know, far enough ahead for the wave. I'm playing quite quickly to get as much, you know, as much gameplay in this video as possible. So I guess Doctor Doom's chill, right? I don't really know how they're going to beat this. They can play Mysterio, perhaps. But does that really win? +4 here is enough to win, and then plus a further 3. 7 is not enough, so I think we're fine. I think we're fine in this game. I don't see them having a play that counteracts the wave. The power of the wave. It's going to be Mysterio, of course. But I am beating that with Doctor Doom. Despite my slight misplay, could have had more even power on the left here, but it is what it is. Goodbye, Ink Anna. I will take my win in this particular battle. And that should get me a ticket to the gold battle part, which then can get me the infinity ticket, right? Okay, we beat Silver Conquest, gold ticket is ours. And I guess we can now enter... We've got some medals as well. We can now enter Gold Conquest. If we win this is sort of the last challenge. Then we get the infinity ticket and a bunch more medals. So let's go for this. Entry, I get 40 medals for entering. That's cool. And then we're playing for 80, then 100, then 150. So The stakes are going to go up and up. I'm going to stick with this deck, I think. After that win, felt pretty comfortable with the wave and stuff. I like having all these tech options to take people down who are a little unsuspecting of what you're doing. So the raft going to be a thing. That's kind of fine for me. I'm going to play my Daredevil out. And perhaps use Killmonger to clear out any one-cost cards if they do go for those. They're playing Swarm to the left and not in the raft. That's interesting. I wonder the reasoning behind that. Maybe they have a Quake or something? I think I'll go with the Killmonger now. Hold on to my Vulture. For the time being, maybe we draw an Iron Fist. And if they haven't played any one-cost cards yet, it's fairly reasonable to expect there won't be more coming necessarily. The cards the opponent's playing is a little bit strange, I must say. I think I want to go for the Vulture now and then maybe just Gamora next turn. I'm not rushed to play Yellowjacket by any means. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to snap. I mean, unless they're going to do something tricky here, I think we're in a good spot. Ooh, some kind of strong guy discard. I don't know what the opponent's up to here. But I'm feeling pretty good about it, that's for sure. Nightcrawler Angela? My goodness me. Okay, well, I'm going to Gamora here for sure. And hopefully take the win in the raft. I'm going to get a free Onslaught, which doesn't do much for my deck, but it is a free 7 power that we can deploy wherever we need. And getting the Gamora value is also pretty nice. I can move the Vulture for a +5 on it, which is really cool. And I think I'm going to want a Doctor Doom at the end here, just for the raw power of it. It's also tempting to go with a Shang-Chi, honestly, because, you know, strong guy, potentially. Could be sniped, or even Bishop. I guess killing the Bishop would be nice. That'll give me the win in that location. Pretty reliably, I feel like. And then I can go with something just, you know, something straightforward. I can maybe even go Ghost Spider, I suppose. Something like this should be winning, I feel like. I suppose they can move a lot of stuff over to the right location, so we've got to be a little cautious of that. I definitely want Shang-Chi, New York, and I think actually it's a good idea for me to put a fair bit of power over here as well, just to, you know, give a little bit of a surprise to the opponent. I'm going to pull the Shang-Chi back across. Maybe something like this is good. Yeah, I like this. Let's send that in. Always a little tricky with New York. Strange things can happen. But I think we'll be okay. They're going to play Nakia and Lady Sif. Okay. Quite random. Does give the plus value on the strong guy, but we're going to be a-okay here to win a nice 4-cuber to start things off. Okay, very nice. Okay, here we go. Daredevil gonna be discarded, unfortunately. Bit of a wacky deck that we're up against, for sure. Sort of some beginner-looking deck, if we had to guess. Or a poorly made discard deck. Whichever you think is more of an appropriate description. I'll go Iron Fist into Vulture. I don't particularly want to draw Vibranium. It's a bit sad I end up killing my Vulture here, but isn't the end of the world. I'm going to snap on this. I think we're in a great spot. I just want to try to finish off the opponent as quickly as possible here, really. Okay, Lady Sif discarding Strong Guy. Okie dokie, and I guess we want to go Ghost Spider, although I'm not sure where to play it. It's probably better to have it over in the Avengers compound since the opponent has to play a card there anyway. Then again, it means I won't want to play Doctor Doom and it doesn't give me a lot of space to play stuff there next turn, but I think this is fine. Just gonna dump a whole bunch of power in this location. Oh, Gamora's a great card here. Could definitely play that, and then rely on Orka as a finisher. Shang-Chi would be a bit of a problem, the way that I've played this game. Hopefully we won't run into that. And I can just play my Orka safely in the middle location here for the win. They're going with a snap. If they have a Shang, I can definitely get wrecked here. But against anything else, I think we're going to be fine. It's just going to be Chavez. I mean, is that ever winning? I don't think so. I'll take my win for the first battle, get some more medals. Okay, 80 more medals. We're getting quite a few at this point. I'm going to be able to afford some, you know, nice things. 2 more battles to get through here. Hello there. Eagle my beagle is the opponent. Quinjet deck by the looks of things. Okay, we're going to have to be aware of that. We've got Mojo World as a location. I think I'll go with Daredevil. They're playing Ebony Moore in the left. That is interesting. I'd certainly be extremely happy to see an Iron Lad here for my Vulture. Then we can just clone the big Vulture. I'd also be happy to see a Killmonger. That card would completely wreck what the opponent wants to do here. Invisible Woman is interesting. That is going to mean, you know, some sneaky business from the opponent. I guess I'll play Vulture so that I can Ghost Spider next turn with Vulture. It's a bit lacking, really. Maybe I can go into the Vault, though, and try to win that location since they have randomly played, you know, an Ebony Moore there. We get to see what they do, and if they put it behind Invisible Woman, the card, then Daredevil can see that, so... Gonna be a Claw, okay. That's not too much of a worry. I'm gonna go for the win in the left location for sure. The question is, where do I want to win in addition? I don't want to commit too much, so I guess I need another card in this location. So let's play Ghost Spider and then maybe something like this. That'll give me a lot of power to work with. You know what? I'm going to play the Vulture middle. That way the Doctor Doom, yeah, this should be good. I'm going to snap back, actually. I think we should be in a good position here. I think we should be in a pretty good position. We'll have to choose between Doom or not Doom. In fact, I could have played Yellowjacket left. I think that play would have been a bit better, honestly. Because then I'd feel more safe in winning the left location. In all honesty, but... I mean, the Doom is quite strong here. It beats the Claw currently. Or at least ties with it. No, it does beat it if we also throw in the Yellowjacket. I think this should be good enough to win. I might... You know, the Onslaught plus... I don't know what they could have here might be a bit spooky. It is just an Ant-Man, but that might be enough, honestly, with an Onslaught. It's going to be Spectrum. That also... just about gets the job done. I probably could have played that a bit differently, like I said. I mean, even to be honest, yeah, going for 8 cubes wasn't really the motive there. We're going to have to win an awful lot of games here to climb this one back. I probably should have retreated in reality, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and play Yellowjacket. We've got Wave. I'm not sure that really helps me too much. I'm not sure why I'm playing Yellowjacket turn 1. I might not be the best play of all time. Medusa here. Seems okay. I need to win basically every round from this point onward, which is a bit of a tall order. Killmonger can be very good though, in theory. I do want to play Daredevil, certainly. So I think Daredevil, Iron Fist, something like this should be good. Let's split our strength around and try to make the Doctor Doom, you know, good. Definitely happy to go with the snap here, I think. Although Claw, of course, can always come and ruin things a little bit for me. I do have the Killmonger, which is really good. I've sort of disabled my Orka, though. I'm not too proud of that move, to be completely honest. Let's get a bit more power in the left location, in the middle location, I think I like. I think I'm happy to play Killmonger because they don't really want to play more cards over there anyway. Honestly, going with snaps is probably important. I need to win Oh yeah, I forgot it's going to move, isn't it? But hey ho, that's okay. We get to see what they play here, which is pretty huge. And I have an Orka option available. What do we have here? Mystique? Mojo? Interesting. I mean, the Mojo is quite a pain, isn't it? I guess we're going to have to just sacrifice that location in some way. And probably play an Orka here. Oh, I can't even play Orka to the right. So I could go Orka left, but if they go Spectrum, will I ever have a chance in that case? The Mojo is probably going to be too strong, right? And the Ant-Man, yeah, it's a lot of power. So I think we probably want to Orka in a different location. Perhaps here? And then just go for some, you know, eeny-weeny units at the end. But I feel like I'm overcommitting a bit to this, you know, to this location. I would imagine Spectrum's coming. Should we just go with Gamora? Oh, I can't Gamora in that location. That's really bad news. This might honestly be a retreat. Then again, they can't Spectrum actually to the right. So the best they could do is like a Claw. I think we should be winning with this particular play. Let's see it out till the end. Very interesting that we might actually... I mean, I'm not sure I'll be able to make the comeback here. I gave away a lot of cubes on that last game, but... we'll see. I feel quite confident in my deck. So if we just keep pushing it to the limit, maybe we can make a glorious comeback. I don't want to go down so easily. And we have a pretty good idea of what their deck is running at this point. The Killmonger value is insane if we're able to find it. That's for sure. I'm not sure what the Quinjet really does either, to be honest. It seems a bit random. I guess it's an ongoing for the Spectrum, right? Of course. That's why they've got that. I'll go Medusa middle. Asteroid M is a thing, which is really good for my Vulture. I'll probably just go with a snap here, right? I think we've got good stuff. And I need to be winning, you know, I can't let them see their whole hand and everything each time. I should be snapping a bit earlier at this stage because I'm pretty damn far behind in the series. Okay, we get some nice Vulture value here. Goose coming in. I think I'm happy to just Ghost Spider. Yeah, I'm going to Ghost Spider to middle. Looks really good for me. Just able to get all of that Vulture power in the Goose location. That should be very difficult for the opponent to mess with here. We even have priority, so Cosmo doesn't do anything. Should get me a nice win in Pet Mansion. And then we'll want to play our Orka probably in a different location to win that. Like, just copying Goose. God, that play is so... I mean, I guess it stops me playing my, you know, my good cards in the Asteroid M, in a sense. But I think I'm just going to play Gamora over here now. Get some power in the Xandar. I could also play Killmonger, but I don't think I need more strength middle at the moment. I think we'll just take a win in this particular game. Oh, Wong Spectrum, okay. That kind of changes things a little bit. Or does it? No, it doesn't, because the Wong gets moved. It's just a bit of a comedy of errors, really, for the opponent, isn't it? Let's go Doctor Doom here. That should be fine, although it could theoretically give them Mojo value, which I guess is kind of bad news. I hope it won't be enough. It shouldn't be, right? Maybe Claw plus Ant-Man might have been enough in some world. Not sure. But okay, let's keep going. I believe we can win every game. We just have to play correctly, not draw too horribly, and yeah, we should be fine. Let's go with the snap. I've not seen an armor from the opponent, which is very bizarre. Maybe they just haven't drawn it. I've gone with the snap here. I can probably go for wave early in this matchup because they, you know, don't have that many things that can benefit from an early wave, whereas I can play like Doctor Doom, which I'm not sure I want to do here in fairness because of Jotunheim. So, there's a fair chance we get to fill the raft. There's a fair chance the opponent can as well. I think I will wave. And maybe just go Gamora next turn, honestly. I could just Doctor Doom, to be fair, and, you know, say whatever to the Jotunheim. It's a bit of a pain, but it does give me a lot of mana to utilize. And we're still going to have some power in Jotunheim. It's not like the Doctor Doom's a terrible play by any stretch. They have a Professor X as their last card. Oh my goodness me. That's a bit troubling, to say the least. The question is, can I now win? Well, I need to go Gamora here. Can I win this location? I guess I should have played Doom on the right to play around Professor X. That's something I really didn't consider there, to be completely honest with you. That being said, it looks like the Professor X will be taking hits to Jotunheim, so, you know, we might be okay here. So what do we want to go with? Well, we want to play Magneto, of course. And then probably, yeah, just Killmonger, Vulture, right? Looks to be the play. That's our most power. Let's send it in. There's no point retreating now. They are currently tying in the right, so they're going to need 23 power middle. And or some way to get some power in the other location. Ooh, a Spectrum, I guess. That is pretty good. Yeah, fair play to the opponent. They did get me. Yeah, I feel a little embarrassed with that loss that I took, but playing a little too crazily, trying to speedrun the Proving Grounds, the Conquest mode here. So we take a loss. Conquest incomplete. How unfortunate. Okay, so now we can head to the shop, spend some of these medals. A little embarrassing for me, not not getting all the way in the first outing, but there'll be many more opportunities too, so I'm not too stressed about that. I'm gonna go for mystery variant, I guess. Unlock that. Adam Warlock, okay. Not bad at all. So it looks like you can only get these once each, but interestingly, you can get the silver tickets. You can kind of sneak, you know, into the silver conquest without having to do the proving grounds, and there's some other rewards here. Maybe the goblin boosters I'll pick up as well, why not? Anyway, work towards that green goblin variant. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the new game mode. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos about the new Conquest game mode, or if you'd rather I keep it to regular ladder games. I'd be very interested to get some feedback on that. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks to Marvel Snap for sponsoring the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.